Over the last few weeks, we have been watching the first season of Quantum Leap here on the channel, and today is the Season 1 finale, Episode 9.
I can't believe it. It's that's all I gotta say. Yep. No, it's been a fun little experiment of a different type of science fiction show that's a little more friendly, easily digestible. You can definitely see how it's just oh, this is on, and it's just whatever. Ooh, we're in the mob now. So I don't know. We'll go deeper in later seasons. No idea, because we're done after this.
Well, we're going to check out this last episode. This first season was chosen by our patrons for us to watch while we watch the Star Trek movies. So after we wrap this up, we'll be jumping into Star Trek The Next Generation as our next season of television. But we're going to finish this first, and we're going to get started right now.
No intro.
Oh, wow. They had too much in the final episode content. They had to cut it. No, it's probably still coming.
This is not what it looks like. He was dead when I got here.
Mm-hmm. Anybody besides you and him to corroborate that?
I don't know.
Then you're gonna miss the Dodger opening.
That's a little bit of a better way of showing it than just title on the screen.
Yeah. Instead of things are getting a little caca.
Yeah, why is there a new intro for the season finale? This is very odd. This intro's better, too.
It is.
They must have already started filming season 2
Oh, okay.
and had like available footage.
Like at the end of Back to the Future 2 when you get a trailer for Back to the Future 3.
Yeah, still an extremely odd choice though to use it for the last episode of the season.
Like, look, there's more coming. Although
true.
they should really say like I don't know if the point is to be like, if people watching this are like, wait, I don't remember that. When was that? And then they find out there's a third season. Bleh.
It was 1953. The Dodgers were still in Brooklyn, and I was a private detective named Nick Allen. The dead man on the floor was my partner. Am I Bogey?
No, he's on Long Island with Audrey Hepburn making Sabrina.
They didn't do the audio stinger when he showed up.
Well, I gotta go. Tina's got this friend.
Al, don't tell me you're cheating on Tina
So
with
does the other guy in
friend.
the cell just happen to be crazy as well, so he's not bothered by him talking to himself?
Yeah, it seems like he's so out of it that he's like, oh.
Ballistic said the Sludge Grizzly stopped. Didn't match your gun.
Deja vu.
I don't think so. That's not what I meant. I want to get out, really.
Well, if you're out of here, I'll see you later.
Tommy had to take on the cops, the mob, and bad criminal elements, but he got the dropper. And that's what you're gonna do, right, Nick?
They cast a full-grown man as a child.
You think he's supposed to be a child?
You know, like the, extra. Is he supposed to be that kid? I mean, he's got the hat.
Maybe he started working there as a kid and just never left the job.
He inherited the stand.
I've been here for 30 years.
12 minutes and 8 seconds.
It didn't take that long.
I got a buck says he can't fix it quicker.
What was that line they said at the beginning? Like a woman like that doesn't marry a guy with a body like that. So
I think they were saying the wife was too hot for him, yeah.
So the wife killed him.
No, yeah,
That's my guess.
that could be it. Or that guy did because he was jealous.
Someone was in my office. Someone dangerous.
Are they sticking with like the commentary as if he's like a noir detective?
Yeah, apparently.
Nick, I'm so glad. I don't know if I could love a man who killed my husband.
Yeah, you're right. It was her.
And a man can't
With his partner's wife.
until his partner is gone.
Well, there you go. He couldn't resist for long.
You never can. Wait, what is she doing? Hands in his pocket.
Oh, good catch there. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be saved for later. We've obviously recognized a few people here and there throughout the show, but this episode in particular, I feel like all of these side characters are recognizable actors from stuff that I can't put my finger on.
Just people getting work.
Yeah, I mean, it's 89. It's not like it was that super long ago.
Their agents would send them this, like, I don't want to do this. And they audition and they'd book it. They'd go, God damn it, I don't want to do this. I might just be projecting my own for my brief.
You wouldn't enjoy this? Just like a one-off role in an anthology show?
Oh, I would love it.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
He looked like a cat working on his 9th life. Ever since he heard a dropper named Clapper was looking for him. It's not deja vu. I read this book.
That's a neat twist.
Yeah, it's cool.
She was a flamer.
A redhead who could make Father Flanagan forget Boys Town.
But he can't remember all of it, so he can't remember like how it ends.
Read this book, Nick's writing. That's why I know everything. It's not deja vu.
Just tell Alan to go get the book and go read the ending.
Oh, I can't. Tina is cooking macaroni and cheese,
She took my wallet. I can't buy it.
but one of the burners is gone.
No, because we've got Clapper.
Careful, Sam. There was no cure for that in 1953.
I appreciate the restraint of not showing him walk out again.
I've got to find Phil's killer.
Yes. Yes, put on the hat.
Hey, Nick, I got a lead on the Clapper. He's gonna be at the Blue Island tonight.
Were you just waiting out there for me?
Told me about the Blue Island.
I like this
I
camera
got tipped
shot.
by a
Keeping
kid I was in the
the
orphanage
same
with.
shot
He
here through
works
the door.
That is a good shot, yeah.
Police have it.
Well, that's okay. We always got our dukes. Ain't that right, Nick?
Oh shit! I'm afraid of modern day elevators. Imagine one in the 50s.
Just no warning that it's gone. What the hell is he doing down there? Just sitting down. Oh, you think he was whacked when he... Someone came up and...
Oh, well, that looked pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, close your... Oh, I hate when people do the fucking...
The tongue out?
Yeah, it's like, don't put your tongue out.
The doors won't open unless the elevator's
Wait, he's fine now.
Can't if the safety light.
Wait, just got knocked out?
Maybe he passed out, just like from fear, I guess?
I don't think so, Seymour. Clapper's a pro, and pros rarely miss.
Unless he was faking it.
Everyone seems pretty suspicious at this point,
Maybe that's where my folks.
which is good.
I like it.
Oh, boy.
Something wrong?
Sorry, I just.
Stayed in the same outfit, just changed hats.
You know what? They should have just fully committed to the bit and just made the whole episode black and white.
Oh, that'd be great.
He's a little shook. He nearly fell down the elevator shaft.
What?
It was my fault.
It was not your fault. It was an accident.
See, you just admitted it. I told you it was my fault.
Nick, please don't go to the Blue Island.
Well, I have to, Allison. You want me to find Philip's killer, don't you?
She's wearing a pretty nice necklace there. Get that,
That life
funds?
insurance?
Yeah, that life insurance.
I feel like they always like say, she took it out the day before the murder. It's like, come on, dude.
Gotta plan this out a bit better.
Yeah. $20 million. There's no way it would have been worth that. Who appraised that?
You spotted him?
Who?
Clapper.
No.
Like, would that just be for his own shits and giggles because no one can see him?
He's gotta be bored, right?
I guess it'd be kind of neat to be able to just do whatever you want in the environment and no one realizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'll go get us some fresh drinks.
Oh, I'll get him, Nick.
No, that's all right. You stay here and keep Allison company.
I don't trust this guy.
Oh, Sam, wow. Allison is a killer. I'm talking about her body. Deadly.
Oh, Al.
She reminds me of this redhead in Billing.
Al, so help me.
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Sam, you know there's sleaze and there's sleaze. Please.
Who killed Phil?
I don't know.
I think Al's just sitting in his living room with one of those VR goggles on.
Yeah.
It says who killed Grimsley and Alan. Yeah, I thought you'd notice that last part.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Stakes. He's gonna die.
And it's the last episode.
Joseph Stalin to Colonel Mustard, but most of the folks voted for your paramour, the Red Witch.
Oh my God.
Allison and Seymour disappeared on the night of Nick's murder, which, by the way, is tonight.
Allison and Seymour?
Jeez, Al, you really acted pretty urgently there, considering he's gonna be murdered tonight. Been fucking around this whole time.
Yeah, well, my instinct tells me that broad has got you tied in knots this way.
Your instincts got you married 5 times, right?
Oh.
I think with my brain and I don't cloud my judgment with a bottle.
Man, he's getting rough with them. Tough love.
Well, yeah, well,
Wasn't he just about to order a drink
waiting
from
for me.
Take my advice, pal. Don't go near LaGuardia. Any place but LaGuardia.
Come on, we know what happens. Something always happens where you end up there anyway.
Yeah, I was on my way to LaGuardia.
Al was right.
Just hasn't stopped.
This is for you, Bogey.
He's been not himself the entire time, but he's getting that secondhand embarrassment for the person he is getting recognized as someone else. So it's like a third layer of being someone else.
So you loved him?
I love the idea of him. He was older. He was from New York.
How old? How much older? They're just at a fancy club, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sign looks like it was just like placed there last second. That little like neon like shitty bar sign.
Yeah.
Where's that cab?
Looks like he just went outside of a city hall and just like slapped that thing. Quick, go! We don't have a permit. Hurry up. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
He's gone.
You're bleeding.
Just a scratch. Angel.
That reflection was a little too clear, but that's all right.
Sorry it took so long.
Gotham Towers.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Go get a raincoat so you don't catch pneumonia.
Gotcha.
So long, Seymour.
Like, did he know that he didn't have a raincoat?
He's like not quick enough. He's like so long.
Hey, wait up! I got it.
Just missed the cab, huh?
They got that rain machine on heavy.
Yeah.
Al? Who's Al? The one who tipped you to the clapper.
Well, he tipped me about a lot of things and I wouldn't listen.
Well, maybe I went a little too far.
Did they remove the passengers?
That's what I was thinking. Is that
See?
why they're not on the same shot together?
Yeah.
Where are we going, Sam?
LaGuardia?
It's nice stock footage. It's not raining. Almost morning there.
Just nighttime. Come on. Oh.
Ooh.
If you eyeball my main squeeze, peeping Tom her until you can semaphore
Main squeeze?
Allison.
Main squeeze. I gotta remember that one.
I swear to God, if some middle-aged newspaper boy invented the term main squeeze.
Where you going?
I'm going to check the ladies' room.
Al.
Somebody's got to do it.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. They just really went all out with this one.
He puts Glenn Quagmire to shame.
Lionel? Gee, what are you doing here?
Oh shit. It was the random guy.
It's always the one that gives the least screen time to.
The one with barely any motive. Oh shit.
What?
You have to face reality. She doesn't love you any more than she loved Phil.
Is that why you killed him?
He wouldn't face the truth. We had no. You're smarter, Nick. Always were.
Where's Allison?
Seymour's dying, Nick.
Oh.
This guy's a pretty bad shot for being a hitman.
How many shots is that now that he fired so far?
Get out, Al.
Why? You stay down. I'll go find him for you.
There you go. Be useful.
If you ever clean your mustache, you got gunk in there. It's yuck. Gonna shoot again!
Take the plane off, dude.
I still don't really understand his motivation. Like, clearly he was lying about her. Was he just in love with her, so he wants to kidnap her, or like?
Will I know some people might think it's a little bizarre. Poor soul did pay for him.
Where are they to?
Doesn't matter.
Now imagine how confused this Nick guy is going to be when he comes back.
Oh, poor Al. Pervert.
I'm gonna get on that plane, because if I don't, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but...
So for the rest of your
I've
life.
seen the pictures, Sam.
So that's clearly a bathroom. They just took the signs down and put 2 planes. Like, come on, that's clearly a dual, you know.
Imagine everyone in an airport having to go through a little door like that to get to all the planes. Or is it just private plane?
He tried to kill me, to choke me to death.
Don't you mean the Looney Tune tried to fog me with a chicken throttle?
Nick, this was for real.
Isn't that what you're looking for?
Maybe it would be more fun to just read about it.
Or write about it.
Me? Become a writer?
Yeah, why not? With your imagination and...
Fog was as thick as hash house oatmeal and twice as cold as her hips said goodbye.
Maybe she was too much moonlight north.
Here to launch a new pulp novelist.
No. No. I think...
Better hurry, you'll be late for your new job.
Miss Youngest executive secretary at the company.
Miss?
Okay.
To start with just this episode, I thought this episode was fine. I wish they would have committed to the bit a little bit harder than they did. You know, either make it all black and white or make everyone, you know, really ham it up with the noir detective stuff, because that was the best part of it. But even for that, for what it was fine. I feel like so many of the episodes that we watched in this show, in this first season, were kind of just like interchangeable in terms of like quality and plot, and you know, the show kind of hits the same beats in almost every episode. You know, the episodes that are the highlights to me are the ones that don't hit all those same beats in the same way. But this one, you know, was just another one that hit all the same beats. So it was a matter of just like, do you like these characters in this specific plot? And I just thought it was fine.
Yeah, those beats where Al's a pervert, and but they had the added element of, oh, this guy might die because, you know, and a little deeper into like, oh, I actually read this book. I wish maybe they went a little crazy deeper, like he jumped into Al's body or something at a point in his life or something, instead of just, oh, magnifying glass on the boobs. It's like, come on. And you know, they've done it like the whole like Buddy Holly making the Peggy Sue song. For me, that makes sense because he was already, you know, thinking of being a musician. Like he's like trying to think of something to sing. But like this kid's just a newspaper kid who shows no interest in writing at all. And then this guy just says, oh, be a writer. Me be a writer. It's like whole life course trajectory. It's like, It's like, I mean, sure, he works for the newspaper, but I wouldn't say that's an inclination that he had a thing for writing, or it was, you know, it's like, I don't know, a little too. It's like, it's almost as if, like, imagine this scenario where you're just in the bathroom and a young Michael Jackson walks out and starts dancing for no reason. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, with, you know, with the whole thing of the show, you know, I kind of just stopped worrying about it or stopped questioning it. But, you know, it really is kind of like, why is he leaping? Because at first, the way the show's set up, it's like he has to accomplish something, seemingly to change something. But then in a lot of these episodes, he ends up doing something so that it can happen as it already did. Like the one you just brought up, Buddy Holly, or this one here. Clearly that guy's a famous writer in real life, whoever that guy's supposed to be. Which, another thing about the show, just unfortunately for us not being the audience at this time, is that so many of these references just go over my head. So it's like, okay, who's that supposed to be? And then I look it up and I'm like, oh, you know, it's not gonna hit me the same. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my point was like, is he going to these bodies so that what happened can already happen? Because like they make it seem like he's supposed to change it, like that guy was gonna die, right? And he changed it, so he didn't. But that writer, if it's a real person, already exists in the real world, so they were gonna become a writer anyway. So that's just all confusing. Which again, I'm not gonna. Who cares? But it's like it seems like they were really kind of, you know, in the show like fast and loose with what exactly was supposed to be the point.
Yeah. This is one where you don't think about it too deeply.
No.
They set up a basic premise where you have a sex-crazed hologram helper help you through all these wacky scenarios where you're in a different body. That's it. Like, you try to think of the reason why it's happening, how to fix it, how to get them out of this. It's like they haven't thought that far ahead. Neither should we.
Yeah.
Because I think one of my biggest problems is I look at everything like almost like I want the answer, or what is this leading to, instead of just being able to sit back and be like, this is what it is. It's, if you're looking for all your ducks in a row, or whatever the expression is, it's like, no, it's just a casual science fiction show about a guy jumping from body to body in wacky scenarios.
Yeah, I'm interested because, it seems like for whatever reason with Star Trek, the show, the original series, I didn't feel that way. Like, for whatever reason with Star Trek, I was happy to just jump into a brand new, whatever that episode was going to be. I mean, we did kind of ask or want for a little bit, continuity and callbacks here and there. Mm-hmm. But, like, overall, I accepted the fact that, like, oh, let's see what this wacky adventure is going to be this week. But with every other show we've watched, I'm, like, not as satisfied with that element. Like, I clamor more for that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because in Star Trek I didn't expect much of the character stuff, as to where these shows I do. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, some Star Trek episodes definitely hit their beats, but they also felt very grounded in reality and different in their own way, and believable that this would happen on an expedition of this traveling spaceship, just on a 5-year mission, just to document and interact with things, and they made it good.
This show was fun, like you said. The season was fun. In terms of ever watching more of it, I mean, it falls into the same bucket as everything else that we've watched outside of Star Trek. It's just kind of like, yeah, maybe one day we could watch more, but it's like, it's not, it was just a fun little side thing for the time being.
The Andy from Toy Story 2. I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to watch you anymore.
Yeah, I'll totally admit that, yeah, it's not fair to every show we watch to judge it off of the first season, but this is what most people do when they go to watch a show. You know what I mean? It's rare for people to be committed enough to watch a show, multiple seasons. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, so I'll wrap it up.
That's why I'm a first episode guy. I know some people are like, oh, you gotta get to that first. No, it's gotta be the first episode, man. If you can't get me after the first one,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I get that. I just feel like, and again, I'm not trying to say I didn't like the show. I enjoyed it. It was just a fun, silly show to me, and it wasn't anything that if I ever wanted to continue it, like, I'd be down, but it's not something I'm like clamoring to continue to watch more of, if that makes sense. Yeah. Kind of similar to how I feel to almost everything else that we've watched, really, and that's why, that on top of also the performance, obviously, of the videos, but yeah, it's just been fun. I think my favorite episode was probably the boxing one. That one I just had the most fun with, but there was a lot of good ones.
Yeah, boxing one was a fun one. I think the most compelling, hard to watch, but compelling watch was the one where he was the black guy.
Yeah.
I think that one hit, just storytelling-wise, was a lot different than all the other ones. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it was so different and tough to watch made it the best one. I don't know if it's the best one, but I'd have to remember all of them and draw up a list.
It offered something different, from that formula. And like the same thing with like the mobster episode with the double leap, in the same episode.
That was true, yeah.
Like any of them that, and again, we're talking about an 8 episode, if you count the 2-part pilot as one episode, we're talking about an 8 episode sample size here, but, any episode that offered up something interesting was definitely one of the better ones. I wonder, as the show goes on, I'm sure all the fans of the show are going to say, yeah, well, as it goes on, they get to do more and have more freedom, and yeah, that very well could be the case. Maybe we watch it one day and continue this, but in the meantime, it's been fun watching this first season. Let us know what you guys thought of this season finale for the first one, as well as the season as a whole. Hope you enjoyed it. If it's your first time here, you can watch all of our reactions to this first season and watch them full uncut with us on our Patreon. Our patrons chose for us to watch this show, and in the future, they'll choose for other stuff for us to watch, both for Patreon and YouTube, so you can check us out there as well.
Absolutely. And we've quantum leaped here, so we need to do what we need to do, and that's watch Star Trek Continues. Wait, we're still here, so that must mean we're not supposed to do that. Oh, we gotta figure out what else it is. Sorry guys, it wasn't that.